The death of Kendrick Johnson. The death of Kendrick Johnson, a 17-year-old high school student, on January 11, 2013, in Valdosta, Georgia, remains one of the most controversial and widely debated cases in recent American history. Kendrick's body was found inside a rolled-up gym mat at Lowndes High School, and the circumstances surrounding his death have led to intense speculation, multiple investigations, and allegations of foul play. Background: Kendrick Johnson, born on October 10, 1995, Kendrick Johnson was a student athlete at Lowndes High School, known for his talent in basketball and football. He was described as a friendly and well-liked teenager with aspirations for the future. Discovery of the body. January 11, 2013, Kendrick's body was discovered inside a rolled-up gym mat in the school's gymnasium. The mat was stored upright, and Kendrick's body was found headfirst inside, with only his feet visible. Initial investigation. Accidental death ruling. The Lowndes County Sheriff's Office initially ruled Kendrick's death an accidental suffocation. They posited that Kendrick had climbed into the mat to retrieve a pair of shoes and got stuck, unable to free himself. The initial autopsy conducted by the Georgia Bureau of Investigation supported this conclusion, citing positional asphyxia as the cause of death. Family's doubts. Kendrick's family did not accept the accidental death ruling, believing foul play was involved. They raised concerns about the handling of the investigation and the condition of Kendrick's body when it was discovered, noting discrepancies and what they perceived as a lack of thoroughness in the initial inquiry. Independent autopsies and investigations. First independent autopsy. The Johnson family commissioned an independent autopsy, which was conducted by Dr. William R. Anderson. This autopsy found that Kendrick had suffered a fatal blow to the right side of his neck, challenging the official conclusion of accidental death. Second independent autopsy. A second independent autopsy, performed by Dr. William R. Anderson and Dr. Billoyd, also concluded that Kendrick's death was due to non-accidental blunt force trauma. Exhumations. Kendrick's body was exhumed twice, once in June 2013 and again in 2018, to allow for additional autopsies and examinations. The findings of the independent autopsies contradicted the official ruling, leading to further calls for re-investigation. Federal investigation. Department of Justice. In October 2013, the U.S. Department of Justice announced it would investigate Kendrick's death to determine if there were any civil rights violations or other federal crimes involved. The FBI and federal prosecutors conducted extensive interviews and reviewed evidence. Closure without charges. In June 2016, the Department of Justice concluded its investigation without filing any charges, citing insufficient evidence to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Kendrick's death was the result of a federal crime. Lawsuits and legal actions. Wrongful death lawsuits. Kendrick's parents filed multiple wrongful death lawsuits against Lowndes County school officials, alleging that their son was murdered and that the school failed to protect him. These lawsuits were eventually dismissed due to a lack of evidence supporting the claims. Defamation lawsuit. The parents of two students named in the Johnson family's lawsuit filed a defamation lawsuit against Kendrick's parents and their attorneys. This lawsuit was settled in 2017. Renewed investigation. New evidence and advocacy. The Johnson family and their supporters continued to push for the case to be reopened, citing new evidence and inconsistencies in the original investigation. Their advocacy drew national attention and support from various civil rights groups. 2021 reopening. In March 2021, Lowndes County Sheriff Ashley Polk announced that the case was being reopened to review all the evidence and conduct a thorough investigation. This decision was influenced by ongoing public pressure and the Johnson family's persistence in seeking justice. Theories and speculation. Accidental death. Some believe that Kendrick's death was a tragic accident, as initially concluded by the authorities. This theory posits that Kendrick became trapped in the mat while trying to retrieve a shoe and was unable to free himself. Foul play. Others suspect foul play, suggesting that Kendrick was murdered and that his body was placed in the mat to stage an accident. This theory is supported by the findings of the independent autopsies and the alleged mishandling of the initial investigation. Conclusion. As we explore the death of Kendrick Johnson on True Crime, we will delve into the detailed timeline of events, the investigations, and the broader societal implications of this controversial case. Join us as we examine the evidence, the impact on the community, and the ongoing debates about justice, transparency, and accountability in law enforcement. The story of Kendrick Johnson serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities and challenges inherent in seeking truth and justice in the face of tragedy.